guys. So like today's my first like real video. I'm still like working on certain things, but I'm just doing a chit chat because I'm in my 31-day detox for social media. So I'm actually recording this on day 18. I haven't posted on Instagram, TikTok, no kind of platform at all. And I was doing this detox because I just wanted to set some intentional motives for my new year. And my new year is my birthday. So that's what I'm doing. So I was just gonna like do my makeup and talk about stuff and things like that. So here we go. So me and my friend Paris are going to Super Funland today, and I'm just gonna do my makeup, but I just want to remove some oil. I'm using the, I don't even know if they still sell these, the BOSCIA blotting papers, the black charcoal ones. I don't even know if they still sell these, but these are like miracle workers, and I still have a few. And a lot of the makeup that I'm gonna be using actually haven't used in a long time, in a minute. So I'm excited because I'm like cleaning out my makeup and all this other stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I haven't seen this in a minute. I haven't seen this in a minute. So let me go ahead and, you know, like do my thing with it. But yeah, this 31-day detox has been like revolutionary for me. I'm a fairly productive person, but I would definitely say I'm productive times 10. So everything I do when I get home or in the morning is all intentional. Like, you know, except for like me getting up in the morning and like scrolling through my Instagram, I'm not doing that at all. I'm literally like waking up, doing my miracle mornings, and like getting my day going. Like as far as me like looking on Instagram so I can get pissed off, I don't even do that, you know, or just go looking for things. I'm not even doing that. It is not worth my time. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation in 370. I use a beauty blender today to apply. But yeah, I've been actually like, you know, waking up, but you know, getting in my like prayer corner or doing a gym workout, doing some yoga, journaling, reading my book. I'm actually reading The Magic by Rhonda Bryan, and it has like these daily activities that I've been doing, which is really nice. So really just focus on that kind of time and going with that. I'm kind of just going with that, which has been really good and really helpful for me to get a lot of clarity too, you know, which is like worth my time and my energy, and just put in like going into myself and like focus on myself and my time. So I didn't do in like a one layer kind of deal, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and add another one just because, like a half a pump, you know. I go right up in here because that's what I want like most of my coverage anyway. So I kind of like focus right in this area. Everywhere else, not so much. I ain't worried about it. But I'm super pumped. On Monday, I'm getting Fraxel. And I'm excited. I guess it's a part of like my whole like detox. Like, let's like bump up the skin. Let's bump everything up. Bump up the workout. On my Instagram, I'll be like posting my like workout with my trainer. So yeah, I've been doing a whole bunch of that, which is cool. Really, really cool. I love that. Yep. So I'm gonna get a Fraxel. It was recommended by a coworker. And I'm pumped. I'm excited. I can't wait to get this Fraxel done. So I've done a few treatments too. I've done like micro needling. I've gotten this melanage peel, which is like really strong, and use like Renee to like balance it out. I mean to maintain the treatment. And it's been good. All that stuff has been like super helpful. It's helped me with so much. And I used to have like very acneic skin and very I used to have like a lot of blemishes, but I'm like bumping it up. Every year it gets better and better, and I've seen so much of a difference. It's crazy. So I'm using the Pro Filter Concealer by Fenty Beauty in 340. So I discovered this while I was in store. Oh, and then for you people who don't know me, I work for Kendall Brands, but I was helping a client in store, and it was crazy. I was like going in, and then I was like, oh, 340 will correct you. And I was like, I want to try it. So I'm out here trying this thing, like, and so far I like it. I want this like a little light, you know, light right underneath. And I like that. It's not doing too much. But these lights in my apartment are doing too much. Which is like funny. But thus far it looks pretty decent. I like it. If I go in here, like, that looks good. It looks really nice. That's 340. Ooh, I like that. Now I'm gonna kind of like set underneath my eyes with the Fit Me 334 Warm Sun Pressed Powder. And I haven't used this in a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And this is a tip I got from Makeup by Shayla. I never used to use my own complexion setting powder underneath my eyes, but we'll take it. I like it. And I've been doing this technique for a little bit, and I like how it looks. And the brush I'm using is a Marc Jacobs brush, but I got it in a holiday set. But I like how it kind of like sits underneath my eye with the powder. So that's that. Look how that looks. Bam. That's cute. It really is. All right. I'm gonna use banana underneath my eye, just like in the center, like right throughout here. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing though. Really just focusing on me, being selfish for once, you know. I feel like the past like few years, like the past actually 2.5 years, I just was taking care of other people, like, and worrying and like not being selfish. Like, you know, I moved back to New York for my mom. She was really ill. I moved in with my boyfriend. You know, it was a lot. So now I have no boyfriend, and my mom passed, and I essentially didn't want to be by myself, but I am, you know, but and good reasoning, you know. People go through what they need to go through. But yeah, that's like kind of what's going on with me. What happened, like, it's kind of crazy, sad. Ooh, so serious. It's all good. I'm gonna do my brows. I'm using KVD Super Brow in Walnut. I'm using my angle brushes from Anastasia, and just to let you guys know, that is the best angle brush in the game for pomades. The best. I have several. This is it. And I have a brow tutorial on my Instagram, but you know. I like a more tailored brow at the end, more so than anything. Like, I don't mind like a feathered brow, but towards the end, I want my brow to be a little more tailored or uniform, if you will. More so than anything. Get closer up on that. And it's so crazy, like during this detox, like my skin has like purged a little bit, and it hasn't been purged. It hasn't purged the entire quarantine, and I'm like purging, like I'm getting like little bumps here on my chin, little things like that, and it's clearing up. But I was like, is that like a sign? Am I purging like people? Like, what's going on? But it's necessary. I have to make the adjustments. I have to change. Like, you know what I mean? I really do. It's like one of my revelations, like during this quarantine, is like I need to change who I'm around or who I associate myself with and who has access to me, because it's like they really take me for granted, like for real, like on a real note. You know what I mean? And you gotta be careful who you let around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's opportunists out here. There is like just people who just don't want good for you, and you just gotta be careful, you know. And I'm older, and now I'm like, wow, I have all these people around me. They don't give no fuck about me. Like, I never did, you know. And you gotta be careful about that. Shit's crazy. I'm doing that over here. But yeah, this is like my first YouTube video that I've ever made just for YouTube, like. And I'm like, oh, this is like a production. But I like it, it's cool. And I mean, during quarantine, I definitely have like had my own share of like trying to film content. And I saw myself like get better and better, you know, like I'll take a lot of pictures. I started taking better pictures. I started doing better, a little bit of a better content, because that's a challenge for me, as it is for anyone, I would assume. But there's some people that are like naturals, like they're really naturals. They're really like into the camera, can talk very well. Like one-on-one, I'm amazing. Like I'm not afraid to talk or chat with anybody. But like this camera thing, I'm like, whoa, like, do people understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's a different kind of connection. So my challenge has definitely been of how can I connect with people like via camera, and not being able to actually see them in front of my face. So I've been enjoying it. I really like it. And I love like talking and having like fruitful conversation while I'm doing my makeup. So I'm just like, well, this is not too bad. But it's like kind of getting used to talking to like the camera and not necessarily a person, if you know what I mean. Like, seriously. And to be honest with you, I don't want my channel to be about like, this is how you do makeup. Like, no, I kind of want to just talk. I'm doing my makeup. I have no
desire to teach. If you learn something, great. That's awesome. I'm always like wanting to pick up tips and tricks, and trust me, on my on my YouTube, like I'm constantly learning from other people, but I want it to be a little bit more organic. So I don't really care to be like, oh, follow, you know, like learn this, learn that. Like if you learn something, great, but I really want to just have like fruitful conversations with everybody. Like, let's be real here. I want to talk. I'm tired of doing my makeup in silence. You know? Well, I don't you know, do it in silence. Every now and then I'll turn on like a good podcast. I love me a good podcast. I'm listening to Law of Attraction like podcast. It's so bomb by Francesca Amper. So good. It's so good, and I love her accent. And then I've also been like listening to like Paul Brunson. That was a good one too. I like that one too. So good. Yeah, I've been into that more so than anything. So the real bag is like when you're doing your brows, blend them things up. That's where the real bag is. That's that. And I'm using my brow pencil in light brown VP. I love that one. I love it. Actually, I really like it. I was using KVD for a minute, and believe it or not, I was using NYX too. But you know what pencil I used to love? Oh my god, the Kevin Aucoin brow pencil, sis. That little fine pencil. Oh my god, it was the best. Like who? That I don't even. Do they even still have? Oh, I need to go check around. I need to go peeking around. Done. I'm gonna use the flat brush from Anastasia to kind of do my 380 concealer in Fenty Beauty. But I actually start a little bit over from the arch, and I blend downward to kind of really create that kind of look, like a more elevator or lifted look, you know. And I really need to get my brows done, but my birthday's coming up. I'm getting my brows done by Taryn Brows. It's brow woman on 5th Avenue. Thought I'd give her a whirl, try her out, because I'm gonna stop threading. I usually thread my entire face, but I'm not, and thread my brows, but I ain't about to do that no more. I'm gonna start a different alternative. So that's what I've been doing, you know. And you know how I like to check my brows? It's like I'll do this number, like look at my mirror and look up and see where they hitting for, you know. And then one brow is a little bit thinner, so I'm just gonna. That's the thing, when I need to get my brows done, this is what happens, you know. I have to it's almost like you don't want to do too much, you know. But whatever. Here we are. This is what we're doing. We're doing that. Clean this up. Cute. Just dusting off my powder. Look at that. That's like so good. I love that. Like, look clean. Like this. I just want to look clean. Like, give me a clean, fresh beat. That's it. Like, this is clean. I'll take it. So I'm gonna use a palette I haven't used in forever, and that's the Modern Renaissance. I know.
all these palettes that's out, you choose to use this one. I haven't worn Modern Renaissance in like forever. I was like, let me give this a try, you know? So I'm not doing like a crazy look, like, oh, I'm doing my eyes. And I'm not really much of an eye person like I used to. I used to do my eyes all the time when I was younger. Or like when I first started doing makeup, I used to do my eyes all the time. But now, in this lifetime, I do not. So I'm gonna keep it really natural. And I can be lazy at times. Like sometimes I can be like, okay, I'm just gonna put this on, like this is nothing. And I'll put on a lash and call it a day. And it's a look. It's definitely a look. People are like, oh my God, what you do to your eyes? Nathan. I did nothing. Nathan. I literally did Nathan. And I kind of sometimes blend it in the front of my brow because that's the look I like, you know? And you know she's gonna put on a lash, so I'm excited. So I'm hanging out and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing pink. Like I'm giving you guys a pink energy. So I'm gonna put like a love letter right underneath my lash line real quick. Really lightly. So cool. I like to do a little bit of an undersmoke underneath my eyes. Honestly, that's actually my look typically. It's like I'm always gonna do like underneath something underneath the lash line, like, and call it a day and keep it pushing. Like that is definitely my whole vibe. I'm gonna put tempera on my lid here, just so I can like make it out. And my looks are typically like super natural, like I'm kind of like tapping it in and like fading it out. I'm not like concentrating too much because I'm gonna put something on top of this. You know, tap it in, tap it. Fade out. Cute. I'm taking Primavera, and just tapping it on top. So I've been going to this nail lady, and I'm up. And it's finally starting to be like winter time out here. Weather's kind of like iffy. Don't even know what to do now. Like the weather is like weird. It's like, what's going on with this weather? But I'm just happy to be here, y'all. Literally happy to be here. Because I don't want to get lost here, so I'm just gonna go and add some red ochre in that crease a little bit, just to deepen it. I love a little warm crease. I love it. It just does it for me. And it makes the transition really nice. And I haven't worn this much like eye makeup in a while, you know?
So I feel really good doing it. Like just spending the time and making the time for myself is just important. And this is like therapeutic. Like I forget sometimes how much like makeup, like putting on makeup is very therapeutic for me. Like I love doing this. Like I can do this all day, every day. Literally. I love it so much. Yeah, I just brought that back. That lid was getting a little crazy. I had to bring myself back. Like, girl, Brilla back in. What are we doing? Like, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. I don't want that. So, yeah. So, we're liking it. We're loving it. Yeah. Paris is going to be like, girl, where are we going? I'm be like, girl, I just wanted to get dressed up. I want to be cute. So I'm about to add my lash. I'm using the KVD Vegan Beauty lashes in Dramatic. So I typically do not talk when I put on my lashes because I don't. I'm like, that's too hard for me. But I definitely like to bend my lashes and like kind of get them like used to the bend a little bit. That's one of my tricks. I love to do that. And I actually started putting on lashes later on in the game. I used to rarely wear lashes. I felt like I looked ridiculous in them. But now sometimes I do lash extensions, and now I do like, sometimes I do like a little lash, and it just really just changes the game for you. And then what I like to do is let it dry some. So I let it dry some. One of my mistakes when I first started putting on lashes is I would just go for it. I'd be like, poof, like don't even bend it, like not even let the dryer sit in for a minute. And I think it's so important to let the lash do that. It's very important to let the lash just like sit in for a minute, let it chill for a second, like so necessary. I hate talking, doing my, pretty much putting lashes on because I be so concentrated. To minor, but I be so concentrated. Maybe because I'm like not a big lash girl. I'm a lash girl when it comes down to like extensions, but like me doing like lashes, like it's not my thing. I like doing it on people, but like on myself, I don't care to. But yeah, I'm excited. Like
Funland, but I heard nothing but like
really good things about it. Or it is like super fun. And I'm not doing a crazy one. I'm doing like a baby one. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. So, yep. And I'm gonna press my lashes together. I need some Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. I love this mascara. I actually wear it without the without when I'm wearing lashes. I always wear this mascara. But so far the lashes feel good. They feel like very lightweight, and I think that's why I like them so much. Also did anything. I want my under eye to kind of pop a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is like line it with, what is this one? She's a Problem by Fenty Beauty. Like if I don't want to do like a white, or if I don't want to do like a peach color, like this is what I'll use. I'll use like a nudish color, or like a flesh color. That's better. Like flesh, it looks good. I'm gonna do a bronzer. I'm gonna use the double-sided makeup forever brush, and I'm using a bronzer from Fenty in the Caramel Cutie, and this is my makeup. I haven't put on a full face of makeup in a minute. Like, it's been a long time. But I like it. Look good. And you see how like I'm getting a little shiny? I literally take my blotting paper again. And I just blot. I blot that hole. I'm like, get out of here. Where you going? You're messing up my whole vibe. Like, I'm not even trying to go out like that. And I'm gonna take the angle part of the brush too. And just kind of like bump it up too. Yeah, that looks good. Sometimes I go back in with like my little powder here, and I just kind of like brush it. Cute. I'll take my little highlighter from BECCA. I'm using the color TOPAZ. I'm just gonna, and I like this makeup forever brush because it's just like focused on this area here, because we're wearing a mask, right? So kind of like doing a little bit on my brow bone too. And this is just like, no, it's my first. It's not bad. I feel good about it. It's good. Like, eyes are lit. Over here. I don't know if I want to kind of do blush. I probably won't, because I don't feel like I'm really that girl. Like, I literally just sometimes be like, oh, I'm good. I don't need any more than what I have. Like, you know, because I don't be wanting to do too much. And I did put a little bit more bronzer than typical on my cheeks, more so than anything. So I'm like, I'm not gonna put on much For what? I don't need to. And then now I'm just do my lip liner. And right into that lip part. Get closer for you guys. I can't see. Yeah. I'm using NYX the MAISON. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I was like, MAISON. Girl, MAISON, stop it. I'm not wearing a lipstick. I'm gonna try a new gloss. I'm excited. So I'm doing the holiday set from Glossy Posse, and I'm using the color Cake Shake. That's exactly what I was hitting for. This right here. So good. I love that. This is a look. I love it. So that's it. This is my first video for just YouTube. So I'm super pumped about it. Like, this was super fun. I think my makeup looks, I haven't worn makeup in a long time. So I'm just like, yo, yes. Who is she? She's me, because I'm definitely doing it. And I definitely did a half up, half down. I little slicked it down. And me and Paris about to be cute. Like, that's it. Like, I'm so excited. I love this. Like, I was like, Lou, you haven't done makeup in this long and you look phenomenal. Sometimes you have to talk yourself up, because if you ain't gonna, sometimes, baby, that talk up, you're gonna wait for a minute now for someone to say something to you. You hear me? So sometimes you gotta do all the talking your own. But yeah, this is cute. I love it. I think it looks great. But thank you for watching, and the little chat that we have. Hopefully as time goes by I get better and better. But this was great. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Bye.